Straight from their album Outstanding Power, this is Silence the Void. Well, what'd you think? I saw they dropped the album yesterday, at least here in America, I believe it was yesterday. And I wrestled with myself last night and decided that we would go ahead and run the audio only from the album if it was available on their YouTube channel, and it is. Every song of the album. So this is, I'm sure, in preparation for Budokan, and I wanted to go ahead and listen to the audio tracks ahead of time so that when we see it live, whether you see it at Budokan or we see it later on YouTube, we have a sense of the songs, which ones are our favorites, etc. Now, this song is in the key of C sharp or D flat for you purists out there, and it is 106 beats per minute according to internet information. I believe they're probably running this at double time because it is relentless. So 212 would be insane, but I can't deny that sounds like what's happening. So I figured we'd already heard Castaway. That's the first track on the album. So I figured we'd go just right down the list of tracks. And this Silence the Void is 5 minutes and 8 seconds long. And it's actually 5 minutes and 40 seconds long. I apologize. And I figured a song that long is bound to have a dual lead solo from Eminem. So we were right after fashion, but it wasn't near as long as it normally is. And the other thing that caught my ear, but I can't find info on it yet, is the lower end vocal below Asami in a section or two of the song. It sounds male, although that could be engineered or altered, and it is powerful. The entire song is powerful, obviously, and I can't wait to see it live. Let's listen to this section. This is an interesting choice vocally for speed metal. It just is. I mean, I love the way that, first of all, it's the harmonizing, and it's the lower harmony that's not, that's got the background. And second of all, it's the fact that it is speed metal, the fact that it is running at 212 BPM, if in fact that's what's happening, because I don't have confirmation of that. It just sounds that way to me. And to drop this in gives this sort of like you're going downhill on a bicycle out of control, but you just drop your feet on the pavement trying to stop. They become your brakes. I don't know how else to explain that. And that lower vocal goes all the way through the song, as far as I can tell on first listen. Now, I'll be looking at all this and tearing it apart for myself later on, and I think none of that is probably going to happen until after we run through the entire album. I want to get a sense of the album. I know they don't do it like they used to. It used to be an album was put together dynamically so that it told a story or it musically took you on a journey, start to finish. But now so much music is sold individually that album dynamics are no longer near as important as they used to be to bands and to business in general. And if they did that, I'd like to hear that. So I'll be looking for all these different pieces. There's almost nothing on this song out on the internet at this point, and rightfully so. This album just dropped. So tell me what you thought of this. Get in the comments. I thought the lead solo was very short. And I heard Fami's flourish here at the end. Pretty high speed stuff. So I want to hear everything. I'm sure you do too, and some of you have probably already bought this album and have it, and have listened to everything. But I want to hear everything before I start deciding where in the hierarchy of this project I feel like things are. So I'm not trying to sound highfalutin there. I'm just trying to say I'd like to have a better sense of what they are accomplishing with this particular album. I love anything they do, so everything's going to be fine with me. But it's those things that stand out that tell you what they're doing with their music now, where they're going with it, and that's what I'm trying to say. So, man, here we go. Journey's coming. I will put these up as quickly as I can, but I have plenty of songs to put up as we go. I'll try to get all this up within the next couple weeks, at least before Budokan happens, for those of you able to attend. I'm glad you were here. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. You can support this channel over at cupofcoffee.com. The link is in the description box and usually at the top of the comments. So I'm thanking you again for being here, for viewing this with me, and I hope you have a great week ahead of you, and I'll see you later. Bye.